Taxi vlog 205, no, 206. Okay. New driver on day shift. He moved all the mirrors around so I can't see a fucking thing. Okay, I think I got those right. Don't need reading glasses for driving. One day I'll be wearing driving glasses. And I hope I don't get the two confused. Okay, well, we're off to a start. It's kind of late. It's about 20 to 9 on this Victoria Day, the 21st of May of 2012, for those of you who are not a part of the British Commonwealth. Oh yeah, Victoria Day. So for a lot of people it was a day off, and as a result it was a long weekend. Let's backtrack a little bit to last Tuesday. Last Tuesday I worked all night and it was looking scary and slow, and I ended up bringing home $15. I was thankful for those $15 because I was in the hole until 4 in the morning, and then I had a couple of calls at the end and ended up making a profit rather than having a loss. The worst I did this year was breaking even, which was 2 weeks ago on Tuesday. Now, because it's nice thing about holidays, there isn't that much traffic on the stupid corner. So Friday I came to work not expecting much, and I didn't get much. It was a slow night for a Friday. Let's just say that I remember Fridays where it was routine to take home 3 times the money I made Friday night. Quite disappointing. And I ended up going to sleep at some point. I guess it was around 3 in the morning, and maybe had a couple calls after that. I didn't make a lot of money. It wasn't too good. Saturday, for a Saturday it was kind of a grind, but I must be thankful that I didn't have any difficult people or any real problems. It's just that, yes, I almost doubled the money that I made on Friday, but still, that's not spectacular. Still not spectacular. Was adequate. So, after working Friday and Saturday night, I had enough money for us to go get our groceries. And I was thinking, oh man, I know long weekends are like that, if people have the Monday off, the Friday is going to be slow and the Saturday isn't going to be spectacular. And that's because people have 3 days in which to do things that they would normally do in 2 days and have the same amount of money. The other thing with long weekends like that is that people leave town. They go camping or they go visit relatives and stuff. So the people who would normally be around in the evening, they're not around. They're not there. So business is slow. Last night, the Monday night. Oh, what a Monday it was. The first 2 hours, not a lot happened. Really not much was going on, and it was disappointing and slow. So I pulled out my book again. I can pull out my book now. The old Peter F. Hamilton, Judas Unchained. I'm getting close to being halfway through this one. Getting close. I did get some reading done, but I can read about 30 or 40 pages and then my eyelids get kind of heavy and I fall asleep. Last night I did some reading, a little bit, but then I started to get busy. And I don't know what time it was, 11 or so. It started to move at around 11 o'clock. And this was really nice. And then at 11:30 I got called to a dark street. And I get to the address, I pull in the driveway, my headlights show me that it's the right address, and from out there somewhere, I hear a "hey!" There's shadows of people underneath a tree, and they're shaded from the street lamp, so I don't see them. Anyways, I get there, and they're standing on the sidewalk, and then my hatchback opens, and they start loading stuff in the back before I get to see them. Anyways, 3 girls or young women get in. And they were not dressed up at all. In fact, they were quite dressed down. They were kind of scummy looking. And the little one who was sitting in the right in the back gave me an address, and as soon as she talked, I thought to myself, oh no, not that bitch again. I think I vlogged about this one, 2 or 3 weeks ago, where she ended up going to a grocery store and wanted to stop the meter, and then we ended up going all the way to her house, and then she had no money. Yeah, it was her again. And sure enough, 2 of them, the one who was sitting in the front and the little one in the back, wanted to go to the same store. Do you see a pattern emerging now? And then we got there, and then the little one in the back, who had the cockiest attitude, she was the bitch I was talking about. I don't usually call women bitches, but this one deserves it. She said, will you pause the meter for us while we go in the store? And I said, I'll give you 3 minutes. She said, I'll hurry. Well, the other one was left in the seat behind me. So, I paused the meter. I watched the clock. After 4 minutes, I turned the meter back on. And I said, well, you know, I told her I'd give her 3, but I gave her 4. You saw it. And she says, yeah. But you know, then I said, you know, I've been through this before. She says, yeah, what do you mean? I said, well, one of these girls was in my cab before, and she came to this store and asked me to pause the meter. And then when we got to her destination, she didn't pay. Oh, she says, I've only been hanging out with these 2 for today, and let me tell you, they're crazy, confused, disorganized, and just messed up. I said, yeah, I could see that. So she said, I'll go check and see if they're coming. So she went into the store, and she comes back out. She says, well, I didn't see them. I don't know where they are. I says, yeah. And she says, I don't know what to say because I don't have any money. I said, that's all right. I don't want your money. And she says, well, you can keep their stuff. And I said, well, really, you know, I'm not interested in that either. I'm just interested in getting out of this situation. Anyway, she went back in the store again and looked for her friends. She said, I can't find them. I don't know what to say. I said, yeah, well, they're probably in the back taking their time over figuring out what they want to steal or whatever. And then, you know, it was raining. I said, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I just opened up the hatchback, grabbed all the stuff, and left it there on the wet pavement. And drove away with $7.90 on the meter, knowing that I probably wasn't going to see that money again. Doesn't matter. Within minutes, I got another call. Now, here's where the instant karma comes in. $25 fare, like that. Just $25 fare. And then I had another call as soon as I let that one go. another $25 fare. And shortly after that, I was just driving along the boulevard, and then these two boys came running across the street and waved at me from the median. Well, there was no traffic anywhere, so I figured, okay, I'll stop. And he says, can we take you? I think, well, sure. And they get in and they give me an address, which is quite a distance out. Another $25 fare. $75 in 1 hour. Excellent. So that sort of turned my night around. And the rest of the night, I was quite steady. I was working quite steady till 4 o'clock, and it was going good. For a Monday night, it was super. And that's what happens on holiday weekends. When people have the Monday off, the Friday is a little better than usual. Well, this turned out much better than usual. Now, at 4 o'clock, it died down, and I was reading my book again. And it didn't take long for my eyelids to get heavy. And it didn't take long before I reclined my seat and went to sleep. So here I am in dreamland, and I hear click, 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 click. And now the click, 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 click is from the mobile data terminal that's on the dashboard here, which means that I got a trip. Well, it went click, 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 and I didn't hear the beep. And I looked at it, and it says, day driver just called. And I'm looking at the clock going, it's 5 o'clock. This is a 6 o'clock car. What kind of bullshit is that? So I called the office and I said, what's going on here? What is this driver called? He says, well, the driver called and he's ready, he's waiting. I said, he can't be. This is a 6 o'clock car. He says, well, we have it on list here. Oh, look, I got a call. We have it on list here that it's a 5 o'clock car. I say, no, it's a 6 o'clock car. He says, well, we have it on our schedule here, and this driver was scheduled on the car, and he's calling for it. And I say, well, you know, it is a 6 o'clock car. It's been a 6 o'clock car since last year, you know, since before it was sold. And we've had it with the owner already, worked it out at 6 o'clock. Yes, okay, I'll bring it in for 6. You know, and if I happen to be a little late, sometimes it happens. You know, it's just the hazard of the business kind of thing. So, I hope she waits. Anyway, while we wait for this really stupid slow light to change, it's probably going to take forever. I thought, well, there's nothing happening. Nothing has happened for an hour. It's a holiday. There's not going to be anything in the morning. So what the hell? I'll go fuel up. Out of the kindness of my heart, I'll take an hour off my shift for this guy. So I fuel up, and then I show up where we usually park. And there's a guy getting out of a car. I'm thinking that's the driver. And he says, how you doing? I said, well, I was doing fine until I found out that my 6 o'clock car has suddenly become a 5 o'clock car. He says, oh, that's too bad. So does that mean you lose an hour? I said, well, it means that I might. And then the thing went click, 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 beep. And I went, well, I got a call now. If it's not you, have a good night, good day, good luck. So I went to the address, which was an obscure address on West Saanich Road. And I found it. Well, I drove there, and I saw a tow truck that was half in the road, hooking up to a car that was pointed the wrong way on the shoulder. I don't know what that was all about, but my address was a few doors down. And I got to the right house, and I saw the front door was open, and there was a big bag of luggage on the front doorstep. So, of course, I pulled in there. And this lady comes out, and I said, can I help you with your bags, you know? And she says, yeah, sure, okay. So I grab her bag, I put it in the back. She gets in, and we have a very delightful, very enjoyable conversation all the way out to the airport. Another $50. on top of already a good night for a Monday night. Oh, look up. Road construction. Yeah, it's a little rough. I don't know why they ripped this pavement up. There was nothing wrong with it. There are parts of town where the pavement is so bad you're shaking all over, and they never do anything about it. But parts of the road that have nothing wrong with them, they go and repave them. I don't understand that at all. It makes no sense to me. It must be a budget thing. Whatever. So, yeah, we had a nice pleasant drive out to the airport, and I ended up making more on Monday night than I made on Friday night or on Saturday because of that airport run. So I have enough money so that we can do laundry, get groceries, and go out for dinner. And I might even have a little bit left over to apply towards the monthly chiropractor bill. That's good, because we still have more than a week to go before the end of the month. Anyway, at the moment, today I slept till 7:15. That's why I'm out a bit late tonight. And it's because I had a good, satisfying Monday night, even though the beginning of the week sucked. Tonight I don't expect a lot. It's a holiday. People have to work tomorrow. Hope yours is better than mine. And thanks for watching.